Top of the morning, you dickheads. If you aren't aware, Jaylen Brown just got paid a big-ass bag, sort of $310 million for 5 years. Now, when I first heard about the news, I was kind of shocked, and I thought it was satire. But they were being dead ass. They paid Jaylen Brown $304 million for 5 years with no trade clause and a player option for the last year. But who gives a fuck? Now, before we keep going, one question. What the fuck do the Celtics think Jaylen Brown is? Like, what's the whole... I'm really not seeing the vision. Because you just basically cashed in every single motherfucking chip you had into a second option who dribbled with his wrist. Let me just put this out there. The Celtics had two options this season. And the offseason. A gamble, so to speak. You either run it back with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, you fix your coaching staff, you get Jaylen Brown some actual good coaching, you fix their playmaking, you fix the dribbling, and then you hope that Jason Tatum shows up in the clutch and stays healthy, and then you get your shot at a championship, right? That's your first option. Or you start shopping for Jaylen Brown, which should have happened. The Celtics pick A, which isn't a bad idea because Jaylen Brown has a lot of shit he needs to work on if this is going to work. I get the desperation for him to stay, but $300 million? Not saying Jaylen isn't worth a big bag, but more than Curry, Kyrie, LeBron, Luka, and Jokic, a back-to-back MVP, Finals MVP, and NBA champion, all gonna be a top 10 center of all time? You worth more than him? Now for Jaylen, congrats. I mean, I don't hate on a nigga bag, but let's be honest, $300 million fucking dollars. And for Boston, I mean, like, y'all are in a shitty situation because now you just put your entire future in the hands of Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, that one duo. More so Jaylen Brown because he's taking $300 million from you. Like, if Jason Tatum underperforms this year, let's say he goes 25-7-8 compared to his 28-7-5, even then you still can say, okay, I'm only paying him $160 million for Jaylen Brown. The nigga's getting paid quadruple his money. So if he underperforms, which he is, and the worst part about all this is even if Jaylen Brown underperforms what he's worth, which, let's be honest, he will, you can't get rid of him. And it's not because of the no-trade clause. Because the no-trade clause, all that is a player can veto what team they get traded to. So if the Celtics want to trade Jaylen Brown to the Nets and he doesn't want to get traded there, he can just stop the trade. The problem is the contract. Because if you're trading him, somebody has to pick up that contract. Give me one NBA team that has that much delusion to take a $300 million contract. Not from Jokic, not from Luka, not from LeBron, not from Curry, but from Jaylen Brown. I'll wait. Nobody's picking up that big of a contract. Exactly. The only way this is going to remotely look like Jaylen Brown didn't pull up fast on you and rob you blind is if him and Tatum live up to the potential that y'all see them as. And even then, I'm asking, how much do you see them as? Because they've been together for about 4, 5, 6 years, and they haven't got the bling bling yet. I don't fucking know. I mean, this year, 2023, I don't blame them because Tatum fell in Game 7. And as a Jimmy Butler fan, I'm not going to be honest, y'all had us by the fucking rope. And if Tatum played Game 7, which I'm glad that he didn't, y'all would have won that series. The problem wasn't breaking up the duo. I'm not mad you kept Jaylen Brown. I'm mad that you paid him all the goddamn money in the world. It don't make no sense. I'm still trying to find out what was the motive on signing him for this much money. Was it an act of desperation? And if so, why? Why? Make this shit make sense. In 2022, Jaylen performed wonderfully, like the best player on his team, especially during the finals. And then as a reward, he gets put on the trade block for Kevin Durant in the offseason. Then in 2023, Jaylen Brown underperformed drastically in the playoffs. Playmaking skills haven't improved, and he literally can't dribble the basketball. And the punishment, the slap on the wrist, is to sign him the biggest contract ever cashed by a superstar. Y'all being dead ass? This $300 million could have been given to sign more players or to pick up contracts from trading players like Paul George or Damian Lillard, which we all agree watching the video, unless you're a delusional Celtics fan, that Jaylen Brown is not better than. I just don't know what else to say. I mean, like, I've tried to drag this video out, but it's very simplistic. And if the goal, like I said, if the goal is to put them two together for a long time, I mean, even still, $300 million, like, you could have signed them for like 120, 140. You know, even 200, I wouldn't be mad at that. It would still be questionable, but it wouldn't be as bad as $304 million. But I don't know, y'all. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. if you're a Celtics fan, leave your frustration. And without further ado, man, stay sturdy, stay healthy. Kyrie documentary coming soon. And I'm out the shit.
I feel it. I feel it.